Welcome to historic Brooksville, Florida, alongside US Highway 41, or as Tom Petty once called it, Old 41. We begin today's video at the Headless Brontosaurus of Brooksville, Florida, built by August Herweed and not completed because he actually fell off the scaffolding and broke his neck right here back in 1967. Oh my gosh, what a tragedy. In my last video, we visited another dinosaur built by August, Harold's Garage on 19 in Weeki Wachee, which used to be an old Sinclair gas station. The Brontosaurus is very tall. I can see how fatal of a fall that might have been. Although he did not die instantly, he was actually taken to the hospital, suffered a broken neck and broken back, and then later passed away. Inside of his home, he suffered a heart attack which took his life, and that's his home, or was his home, right over there. And the story goes that this person that was building the Brontosaurus had just visited the World's Fair a few years prior in 1964 and was inspired by Dino Land USA and wanted to build his own dinosaur theme park right here on his land. But tragically, as I just told you, that was never going to happen. Okay, so the owner said I was allowed to climb up inside the Brontosaurus. There's a ladder there. He said I could just pull it down and climb on up. This is freaking insane. I'm in the belly of a dinosaur. Look, there's a staircase down to its tail. Look at that. This is awesome. Check it out. Let's see how far I can go. I can go all the way down to the tail of the dinosaur. Look at that. Wow, you can crawl way back there too. You can also see out of the dinosaur. Hey, there's my car. Hey. As you can see, the belly of the beast is so large it's hard to fit it all into the frame. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're willing to come all the way up to Brooksville, Florida, or down depending where you are in the world, there's a ladder here for you to climb on up. Hey you guys! I can't believe I'm standing in a dinosaur. This is so cool. And by the way, welcome back everyone. I am Tampa J. Glad to see you back here on the channel. Today we are going to continue our Florida roadside attractions and abandoned places journey here in Brooksville, Florida. We're going to see what we can find. There is much ahead, my friends. Let's hit the road. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to enter a forgotten neighborhood. Holy cow. As you can see, I don't think anyone has lived here for quite some time. Seems to be a couple of streets here, these buildings just sitting empty, and they look pretty gutted too. No windows, no interior walls, just the shells. Walking into room 37. Closest thing to room 237. Check this out. The rafters. Look at that. Gonna be quick through here. Into the backyard. So quiet out here. A little too quiet. Through the trees there, there's even more buildings. Wow. This place caught my eye as I was headed to downtown Brooksville. This old fire hydrant just sitting here in front of these old apartments. And it looks like it may have been used sometime recently. That roof looks to have been on fire. Welcome back to abandoned Florida, folks. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Now it's time to get to downtown Brooksville. There is still much ahead. Welcome to downtown Brooksville, in between the north and southbound lanes of US Highway 41. sits the old Hernando County Courthouse. Fun fact, once served as a filming location to a 1974 horror film called Death Dream, also called Dead of Night. It was about a Vietnam soldier that rose from the dead and terrorized the town of Brooksville, Florida. The entire movie was filmed here in Brooksville. Another fun fact, the writing of Death Dream was inspired by the classic short story The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs. Sitting in front of the courthouse, I noticed this old well, and look what I found inside. There's a mermaid in here, and by the looks at it, she's been sitting there for quite some time. Whoa. In front of the old water tower, across the street from the courthouse, right on 41, is the Country Depot, which looks like it used to be an old gas station. Who knew we'd find Bigfoot about to jump on the back of a horse right next to Highway 41? Who would have known? Almost stepped on that gator. That was a close call. Here's a mural on Liberty Street, Brooksville Livery Stable. Check out the horse. He's pulling that man in the wagon with a wagon full of oranges. In this portion of downtown, I feel like I have it all to myself. There's nothing going on over here. Absolutely nothing. I'm noticing a lot of murals on the side of these buildings in downtown Brooksville. Here's a couple over here. What is now the city center looks to have been the Brooksville Fire Department or the Brooksville Police Department. Check it out. Those two guys look like they're about to roll out. Their eyes are kind of creepy looking though. Look at that. Can you see it? They're all white. I wonder if this used to be the old fire department, or perhaps the police station. Maybe that's why these murals are painted here. Look above this guy. There's a mermaid. If I had to guess, looks like the town's paying tribute to Weeki Wachee Springs, home of the mermaid shows, which is located right down the street here in Hernando County. Look, I came back around to the Country Depot and I've already spotted another mermaid right below that old Goodyear tire sign. Do you see her? One could have a heck of a mermaid scavenger hunt in downtown Brooksville. That's for sure. These 10 commandments right here in Brooksville, Florida, sitting here at this park right off of 41. Also in this park is the tree of life and living water. And it is also making me very thirsty. As you can tell by the base of it, it's not a real tree, and it has water flowing down it. If any man is thirsty, let him come to me and drink. That's what the sign says right there. Well, look at that. Didn't I just say I was thirsty? Right across 41 is Mountaineer Coffee. I could go for a cold brew. Oh, that's really good. And look at that. I found their mermaid. And look, I'm gonna ring the bell because this coffee was really good. Really good coffee, really smooth. Oh, it's kind of hard to ring the bell and hold a coffee. Just a little ways north of downtown is the May Stringer Heritage Museum, also known as the Haunted Mansion of Brooksville. Sign out front says Haunted House Tours. Has a phone number there and a little bit of information of when they're open. I've heard about this place for a long time now. The sign above the door says museum, and the sign on the door says closed, but normally it would be open today, open to 3 p.m. But I guess it's closed due to the pandemic. Upon asking my friend Ziggy here, or Google, I found out that May Stringer is not a person, it's actually two last names. The May family and the Stringer family both lived here. The house was built in circa 1856, and I believe 2 generations of Stringer family after the May family. Also, it's appeared on the Travel Channel in several ghost hunting shows. It is heavily haunted. As we saw, there are ghost tours. I just like to look at the windows and see if the curtains move. Are you looking? Oh wait, did they move? Thought I saw them move. Oh, if they didn't, I'm really creeped out. I look forward to coming back here someday and diving deeper into its history. But for now, let's just get back on the road. This old Chevy truck sits on the corner of Old 41, also known as North Broad Street, and it's pointing the way to some place called the Florida Cracker Kitchen. Well, check it out. Now this has Americana written all over it. Welcome to Florida Cracker Trading Company. Tap room, restaurant, and it looks like a gift shop too. The old Pepsi cooler has become a bench. Look at this, a hand washing bath. Uh-oh. The wind just took that over. There was a little bit of irony in that fall. It looks like that was the safety cowboy, reminding folks to obtain a social distance and to wash their hands before going in, but he fell right flat here on his face. Seeing a lot of these old Chevy trucks lately. I sure do like seeing them. There's one there. Not one, but 2 old 3100 Chevy pickups. I'd say to be early 50s to mid 50s. Pretty cool, just sitting here at Florida Cracker Company and Trading Post. Oh no, is that a bullet hole? ORV, bullet holes. Welcome to Coney Island Drive-In. And look, is that Bob's Big Boy up there on the roof? Oh my gosh. I know him more as Frisch's Big Boy from the Midwest area. It is a Frisch's Big Boy. That big boy's from the Midwest, just like this big boy. Who's got the foot long, or the 40-foot long limousine? Must be the ghost of Elvis Presley or something. Speaking of Elvis Presley, this place has been recommended to me over and over. I'm excited to come eat here. Elvis Presley once ate here in the summer of 1961 while filming his 9th movie musical that was filmed right here in the area. That movie was Follow That Dream. It just screams Americana. All these roadside signs. This giant old spindle that's got Pepsi Cola on it. A good old hot diggity dog over there putting ketchup on his head. People eating over an old Pepsi Cola cooler. All kinds of cool stuff going on. There's Follow That Dream playing right there on the TV. Paying tribute to Elvis's time here in Florida. Check out my video, the filming locations to Follow That Dream. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. Well, you look at that. There's the king of rock and roll right there, dead center of the restaurant. Life size even. Look at that old Sunken Gardens sign, which is in St. Petersburg, a place I hope to visit sometime soon. And look at all the big boys there, a collection of big boys. Ooh, I even like that big boy coffee cup there. You see it? I've never seen one of those before. Behind Coney Island Drive-In, there is plenty of seating available. Just choose your picnic table. I have chosen mine. So we have the gator dog with the swamp juice there, and that is actually alligator. And here's the traditional, ooh, shoo fly, don't bother my dogs. This is the traditional Coney dogs with the Coney sauce and onions. And I believe this is the New Yorker. Unless I have that wrong. No, yeah, that's the New Yorker. Alligator. Coney. Try hot dog. Here goes the gator dog. I've had alligator many of times, but I've never had an alligator hot dog. Honestly, tastes like a hot dog to me. Tastes just like a hot dog. About to finish with my Coney here, but look. Always wondered what happened to Mr. Goodwrench. He works here at Coney Island now. Oh, that's good to know. Hernando County, land of Chevy trucks. I believe this is the 6th truck we've seen in the last 2 videos as far as classic and Chevy. Well guys, this is the end of it. Hope you had a good time. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. I am Tampa J, and as I always say, there is much ahead, meaning there's gonna be another video, and I hope to see you there. Thanks guys. Do yourself a favor if you ever get the chance. Not too far off of Interstate 75, just about 35 minutes, come on over to Coney Island Drive-In. You won't regret it. Hey, Elvis ain't here. That got me to come. It's good too. Tell him Tampa J sent you. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. I always ramble at the end of these things. See you guys. Bye-bye. There's much ahead.